It may look like I'm just out for another casual walk and talk, but wait, what's this on my head? Yeah, it's the latest in bone conduction sunglass eyeglass technology, and I'm going to show it to you right now.
Don't you know that you're a grown up? No games, no puns. Not allowed if you're a grown up.
Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John. I am a GenXGrownUp. Thanks for checking out this video and the channel. Yeah, these glasses, I know, they look a little strange, a little different, a little funny. It wasn't that long ago that I took a look at these Zungle bone conduction eyeglasses. It was actually early in the life of this channel. I'll put a link to it up there in the corner if you want to see what I'm talking about. I was lucky enough to have a lot of people check that video out, and among those people were the representatives from Ossii Sound, who just released their new version of bone conduction sunglasses. Now let me tell you, Ossii Sound has taken a very different approach to this new market segment, and I'm going to dig into the pros and cons and weigh these on their own merits right now. But before I get started, if this is your first time checking out GenXGrownUp, see a little bar that lifts there, there's a subscribe button in the corner. Click that and enable that little notification bell. Every new subscriber we get gives all of us at GenXGrownUp that warm, fuzzy feeling, and it's free, so hey, why wouldn't you? Let me get this disclaimer out of the way first. GenXGrownUp was given these glasses totally for free, no strings attached by Ossii Sound. I didn't agree to do a review, positive or negative. As a Generation Xer, we grew up in the era when consumer electronics started to become a thing. So as these are evolving and getting cooler and cooler, you're dang right I want to take a look at it. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing them now, but through the magic of editing, let's jump back in time to when I first opened them, and I'll share that experience with you. Here we go. Let's get this out of the padding. Connector from Ossii Sound. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting features with this, so I can't wait to dig in and see how many of them deliver. So it's packed in here. So we have a nice little, looks like a magnetic case. All right. Looks like some instructions. You know how I feel about instructions. Won't need those. Let's look at the accessories first. This is what we have in here. Oh, this is more than just accessories. So we have a double micro USB charging cable. So that means these two pieces are going to charge separately, but through one wire. Here are the actual bone conduction elements. There's one, here's the other one. From watching the videos, my takeaway is that the bone conduction part of these glasses is optional. So you can take them on or off of the glasses, and the way that they sit, they're supposed to sit against a part of your head that's more receptive to this bone conduction. So it feels like some other, oh, this is the front lenses. Aha. Look how like robo and futuristic. Oh, okay, these are, the word that was coming out of my face was weird. They are kind of weird, but they're kind of cool. So look at how the lenses are situated on the frame. They're kind of set back from it. Yeah, so here are here are the more like shaded lenses, not super dark. And as I understand, these just come on and off. Aha, look at there. So there's these three little prongs that go right into the lens. So these secondary lenses will just pop right on. Little squeeze, I'm assuming. Yeah, and they're right in there. So on their own, these Ossis are just like some kind of space age looking sunglasses, really. Look how like stretchy they are and adjustable they are. You might remember the Zungles I found to be too tight for my head. I'll put a link up there in the corner if you want to see the video where I tried to adjust those other bone conduction glasses. These look like they're not going to have that problem. They click right in. Who needs instructions? Look at that. Put it right in place. Click. That's it. And they can adjust on the arm here. In reality, this is like two products. Like it's a pair of glasses, kind of space agey looking with lenses that you can change out very easily. But it's also these detachable Bluetooth bone conduction speakers that mount onto those space agey looking frames. All right, let's get them charged up and get them synced to my phone, and then we're going to take them for a test drive. So by following the instructions that I had to retrieve from the floor, I'm going to hold down the button on this one until it starts flashing blue, which it does. And then I hold down the button on the other one, and they should connect to each other. There, so they auto-connected. Now this one's flashing red and blue. All right, so over on the phone, we're going to go into my Bluetooth settings. Turn on Bluetooth. It's still flashing. You should see the OSSI or Ossii. There it is, Ossii Sound. We're going to click on that guy. It says pairing. And I felt a small vibration and looks like they're paired. Connected for call and media audio. So it looks like we are in business. Now that they're all assembled and looking robotic, it's time to give them a try. So they're weird at first to put on because the part that touches the side of your head is not usually where sunglasses would rest. So what you'll see is the back of the glasses really wrap around, and that's bendable and adjustable. So even though they are kind of odd, I can put them on with one hand, as you can see, a little adjustment. These will slide forward and backward, which I think you saw when I was putting it together. And you want this to rest in front of the inside part of your ear. So there's a bit of bone just in front of your ear, and that's where you want these to rest. So you can see where this is sitting now. It's just in front of my ear, so it leaves my ear canal completely open so I can hear the outside world. I'm recording this with my new phone, but I have it synced up to my old phone, so that's where I'm going to be listening to music. On the side of the right-hand earpiece, there are 3 buttons. They're actually kind of hard to push, but you got to kind of dig in there. You remember the Zungles you had to swipe surfaces? These just have these physical buttons. So a click up on the middle one should be resume from pause. And there it is. I can hear Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. You can't. Even though I have a microphone here on my lapel, I'm going to be quiet for just a second. In fact, I'm going to turn it up as far as I can, and I'm going to be very quiet. I can hear it great. You probably can't, and it's going to probably interrupt me talking because I have music in my head that you can't hear, but I can. Okay, let me just stop it for a second. Okay. Okay. Just like with the Zungles before them, I keep comparing these to the Zungles, and that's because that's the only other reference point I have. The first entry in this bone conduction glasses realm was that, and so that's my frame of reference. So forgive me if I keep comparing it, but the comparisons are unavoidable. Just like with those, the sound is in my head before my ears hear anything because it's vibrating up against the bone of my skull. However, I would argue there's a little bit of a gray area there. Because these are so close to the opening of my ear canal, I think they're probably kind of riding the line between is it bone conduction or you actually having an earphone really close to your ear. I'm not saying that's bad. In fact, that actually benefits these Ossis because the sound of these is way louder with way more bass than I ever got out of the previous version I tried. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not going to rock your world. It's not like having a good high quality in-ear earbud. It's not the same as that. But the volume is probably maybe double or even triple. What are the trade-offs? Well, they kind of look funny, don't they? I mean, no one's gonna mistake these as regular glasses. Yeah, I could always take the bone conduction Bluetooth part off and just have regular glasses, but then I just have regular glasses. What's the point? If you want the flexibility of what these glasses have to offer, you're gonna leave these on, which means you're gonna have these wings sticking out from the side of your head all the time. Now, maybe in this modern day of Apple EarPods and Samsung Buds and Google Glass, and people are getting accustomed to seeing stuff bolted onto the front and the side of your head, maybe that doesn't matter. The trade-off here is, yeah, they look different. Some might say funny, some might say goofy. I'll just say they look different, odd, but they sound much, much better. So if you're out on the go and you want to listen to music, or you want to listen to, oh, I don't know, the GenXGrownUp podcast, to which I'll put a link up here in the corner. If you're not listening now, you're missing out. Or listening to podcasts or whatever, and you want to listen to that stuff in such a way that you do not want to block out what's happening in the outside world, that's where these bone conduction things really start to pay off. I'm out here in this big open park right now, kind of walking by myself. But even though I have these earphones in or on, or however you want to say it, that's a new kind of terminology, I can hear the birds chirping, I can hear crickets, I can hear the crunch of the leaves under my feet, even though I have music in my ears and kind of cranked up. All right, I'm gonna play a little more music and awkwardly tell you what it sounds like even though you can't hear it. Again, I'm talking around music, so pardon me. The 3 buttons on the side have multi-function. By holding the buttons forward and backwards, you can volume up or down. A long press for 2 seconds, which is a little awkward, is track forward, track reverse. A long press on the middle button is supposed to enable your virtual assistant on your phone, Siri or Google Assistant, whatever it may be. I've had no luck activating that myself. I hear a beep, but no commands are received. Your mileage may vary. They claim to do that. I couldn't get it to work. I think it's also fair to point out that I tried this on 2 different Android phones, one running Oreo and one running Pi, and it seemed to behave the same on both of them with no differences. All right, I've got to pause the music so I can talk to you without the distraction in my head. It really just speaks to the fact that I'm hearing it really loud and you're not hearing it at all. So, use that as part of your judgment. The question then comes, are these right for you? Well, if you're looking for something in the bone conduction arena and you're comparing those two, the Zungles and these Ossis, it isn't even a clear cut yet, it's a trade-off. I think that's going to depend which side of the form versus function debate you fall upon. If it's all about form, Zungle looks like a nicer, cooler, more normal pair of sunglasses that happen to deliver some sound. If you fall on the function side of the debate, then I think the choice is clear. These Ossis have it head and shoulders above the Zungles. What they lack in normal looking for a pair of glasses, they gain in the fact that they sound much, much better. Again, I said maybe double or triple the volume and delivery of sound into my head. Plus, these Ossis offer a bunch of other functional benefits. Since these lenses are so easy to swap out, they offer a service where you can get your prescription on there. You can just put reading glasses, blue blockers. I would say these default sunglasses for me aren't dark enough. I would need darker lenses, but those are all available as add-ons, so you have options. In a way, I'd say that these Ossis are more of a bone conduction platform that I can take on, take off, change out lenses, much more adjustable. I will say, since I've been walking around the park talking, maybe I've been out here for 45 minutes, an hour, my head doesn't hurt. They're very comfortable. So they have that going for them too. On their own merits then, based on the half day that I've spent wearing them around, trying them out, I let my wife and my daughter try them, I would rate them like 3 3/4 tokens out of 5. Not quite a 4. The unorthodox design of these is definitely going to get you some second glances from people. If you don't want people doing a double take and looking to see what's on your head, well, maybe you do something different. But if you don't mind people looking and going, what the hell's that on your face? And you get a chance to tell them all about your groovy new tech, maybe that's right up your alley. It's kind of right up my alley. I don't mind, so I'm good with it. Well, based on everything we've covered, if you think these Ossis might be for you, I'll put a link to them in the description down below where you can get your own. And if you pick up a pair for yourself, or even if you don't, hit me up in the comments down below to let me know what you think about these glasses or this video in general. I read every comment and respond to every single one of them. I hope you found something in this video to enjoy, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. GenXGrownUp is dedicated to bringing you new Generation X inspired videos every week. Here are a couple more you can watch right now, but for even more, subscribe and enable those notifications. And if you love what we do, we invite you to support us over on Patreon. And of course, your feedback in the comments and a quick thumbs up are always appreciated.